for news coming to you straight from Mecca. Hello, Period 9. My name is Dylan Clark, and here's tonight's top story. After the death of Ali, there was a bitter religious and political struggle between the followers of a more traditional Islamic faith, the Sunnis, and the more radical followers of Ali, the Shiites. The Sunnis won and established the Umayyad dynasty, with its capital at Damascus in Syria. The Umayyads had many achievements in the subjects of government, economy, architecture, and even socializing with foreigners. As for government, the Umayyads spread the Islamic Empire by conquest into North Africa, Spain, and even parts of India and Central Asia. They incorporated foreign concepts and ideas into their government. For instance, the Umayyads often relied on local officials, including educated Jews, Greeks, and Persians. As a result, Byzantine and Persian traditions of government influenced Arab rulers. Additionally, they made Arabic the official state language. This change helped unify the nation. Economically, the Umayyads also created a tax system for the people they conquered. Also, the Umayyads made sure financial administration of the empire was reorganized, with Arabs replacing Persian and Greek officials. Additionally, they created a new Arabic coinage that replaced the former imitations of Byzantine and Sasanian coins. As for architecture, the Umayyads constructed famous buildings such as the Dome of the Rock at Jerusalem and the Umayyad Mosque at Damascus. Socially, the Umayyads helped communications improve with the introduction of a regular post service from Damascus to the provincial capitals. Their various achievements made the Umayyads very successful. Even as victories expanded the Arab Empire, the Umayyads faced numerous problems. First, they had to adapt from desert life to ruling large cities and huge territories. To govern their empire, the Umayyads often relied on local officials again. As a result, the Byzantine and Persian traditions of government influenced Arab rulers. While conquest continued, vast wealth flowed into Umayyad hands. When conquest slowed in the 700s, economic tensions increased between wealthy Arabs and those who had less. Many Muslims criticized the court at Damascus for abandoning the simple ways of the early caliphs. Shiites hated the Umayyads because they had defeated Ali and killed his son, dishonoring the Prophet's family. Unrest also festered among non-Arab converts to Islam, who, under the Umayyads, have fewer rights than Arabs. The Umayyads could potentially be taken over due to their transition of living in the desert to ruling large cities and huge territories, ignorance of governing an empire, and resentment from other peoples, including the Shiites and Arabs. The Umayyads were eventually taken over by the Abbasid family. The Abbasid dynasty descended from Muhammad's youngest uncle, Al-Abbas. He was a wealthy merchant and protected Muhammad while he was in Mecca, but only converted after the Battle of Badr. Al-Abbas's descendant, Abu al-Abbas as-Saffah, was the first ruler of the Abbasid Empire that reigned over Eastern Islamic countries for about 500 years. The Abbasids were cousins to the previously ruling Umayyads. The Umayyads were weakened over some time through a series of assassinations. Around 747, the Abbasids planned their revolt. They ultimately took over by inviting the Umayyads to a dinner party where they then threw them over. Their next step was to eliminate the rest in power. After this bold move, Al-Abbas was named As-Saffah, the Bloodshedder. The Abbasids made a great amount of achievements. They made a great amount of money, which allowed them to thrive very quickly. This led to the advancements in math, astronomy, science, medicine, and much more. With math, they began many forms including algebra, geometry, and trigonometry. These forms of math are very important in high school and within specific jobs in architecture and engineering. Medicine was also a huge accomplishment. They had to understand how to perform surgeries and knew how to make medicine to heal the sick. This was very important because the Islamic people were finding ways to help their civilization continue. Astronomy plays an important role in the Islam beliefs. At certain hours of the day, Islams have to pray while facing Mecca. Without the astronomy, they have figured out this would be near impossible. They also developed a calendar with which they can figure out the month they have to fast. The stars in the sky have made that possible. In summary, the Abbasids excelled in education. The Abbasid Empire ended up lasting from 750 to 1258 CE. So, as we can see from that, the Islamic religion had its ups and downs through its Umayyad and Abbasid rulers. But what we can learn is that their effects on modern society have made a huge difference. This is Channel 4 News, signing off. Local officials, including educated Jews, Greeks, and Persians, as a what? This is like the same thing. Cut. Okay.
Nailed it.
The Umayyads were eventually taken over by the Abbasid family. The Abbasid dynasty descended from Muhammad's youngest uncle, Al-Abbas, ibn Abd. What?
Nailed it.
He was a wealthy merchant and protected Muhammad while he was in Mecca, but only converted after the Battle of Badr. Al-Abbas cut and go. Al-Abbas says no. Cut.
Nailed it.